Hi everyone, I'm Katie. I'm a pelvic physiotherapist at Vital Physiotherapy.
Katie, can you tell us where you're from and where you did your education?
So I grew up in Barrie, which is a very small town. I had an older sister. Growing up, no one really talked about pelvic floor, and definitely no one talked about sex either. So actually, when I was in school, I failed my first test in grade 7 because it was all on sex ed. So from there, I was determined to learn everything I possibly could about our anatomy and about sex and the pelvic floor. So I, from there, went and did my schooling at University of Guelph, spending a lot of time in the anatomy lab, doing a lot of time teaching in the anatomy lab as well. Again, no one wanted to talk about sex. Since I was the only one comfortable saying penis and vagina in front of a large group, I always got the reproductive table. So from there, I got into physio. Didn't realize pelvic floor physio existed until I had my own experiences with a pelvic physio.
Wonderful. Katie, can you tell us what brought you into working in pelvic health or women's health?
So like I said, my own experience with pelvic pain is what led me into pelvic floor physiotherapy. I was one of those type A, high-stressed individuals, lots and lots of pelvic floor tension, pain with tampon, internal exams, the whole bit. And it's my own experience that finally made me realize that we can make a change.
Great. Katie, can you tell us your favorite part about working at Vital Physio?
Definitely the people. A good team can make all the difference when it comes to a workplace. Everybody here is very supportive, keen on learning more, helping others, and just an overall amazing team to work with.
Great. Katie, what's your number one pelvic health tip for your clients?
So for me, the most helpful and hardest thing to learn was how important breathing is. Experiencing my own pelvic pain, I was the person that pelvic floor is holding on all day long, all the time, and I had no idea that's what it was doing. By learning to breathe, we can actually lower tension in the pelvic floor, and with it, we can also lower that pain as well.
Wonderful. And Katie, lastly, can you tell us one of the most adventurous things that you've done?
Probably the most adventurous. A few years ago, I was scuba diving in Roatan, which is a small island outside of Honduras, and we were doing a shark dive. So what they did is they took us by boat, basically out into the middle of nowhere, and we had to jump off backwards from a boat. I had never done this before, super scared. What happened was I was the last person to actually get off. So by the time I was in the water, there's already sharks below us, circling around. If you know sharks, the worst place to be is dangling above them like food. As soon as I got close to the ground, the scuba diver grabbed my leg, pulled me down as fast as he could, so I wasn't hanging around looking like food. But it all went well. The sharks were in front of us, circling around. At one point, they actually called us out, and we were swimming right with the sharks. I was with my boyfriend at the time. We looped hands to make ourselves look big and scary creature in the water. And I remember looking over at my boyfriend. My eyes went wide. Right next to him, a shark, 6 foot, came across right in front of us. Super scary, super fun. Would definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to dive.
Thank you for your time, Katie.